Hello guys, welcome to my channel Maximum Math Games. Today we will be learning about calendars. We will be learning how we can find the day on any date of any year. Okay, and for that we need to remember a code that January is equal to 6, February is equal to 2, March is equal to 2, April 5, May 0, June 3 and so onwards up till December is equal to 4. Okay, and there is an exception to the rule that in leap years January is equal to 5 and February is equal to 1. And thereafter we will calculate the number of odd days. Odd days simply implies the number of days that are not a part of a week. And if the odd day comes out to be either 0 or 7, then that means that the day will be a Sunday. If the odd day comes out to be 1, then the day will be a Monday and so onwards. And if the odd day comes out to be equal to 6, then the day will be a Saturday. Okay, and I have devised a rule by which you can remember this code very easily, and the rule is: winter of South Africa kills 0 men, women. I love season of Christmas. Alright. Now winter has 6 alphabets in this. So January is equal to 6. Off has 2 alphabets, therefore 2. South Africa, that is SA, has 2 alphabets, that is 2. Kills has 5 alphabets, that is 5. Therefore, April has 5. 0 will be the same, 0. Men has 3 alphabets, therefore 3 for June. Women has 5 alphabets, therefore July is 5. I is a single alphabet denoting August, therefore August is 1. Love has 4 alphabets, therefore 4 for September. Season has 6 alphabets, therefore October is 6. Off has 2 alphabets, therefore November is 2. And Xmas, that is Christmas, has 4 alphabets, therefore December is 4. Alright. Now I hope you can remember this code very easily using this trick. Alright. Okay, just go through it once. I hope you can remember it easily. Now that is not all. Now we need to consider the years. Now every year which is a century is a leap year if it is a multiple of 400. That is the year 0, the year 400, the year 800, 1200, 1600, 2000, 2400 and so onwards. So these are called leap year century. Alright. And in that case, they will have the odd number, that is 0. Alright, next, for every century contains 5 number of odd days. So the century 100 is 1 century away from 0000. So this will contain 5 number of odd days. Alright, similarly, for 500, 900, 1300, 1700, 2100, 2500. Alright. Now 200 is 2 centuries away from 0000. Now 2 century implies 5 odd days plus 5 odd days for the subsequent century, which will implies 10 odd days, and when 10 is divided by 7, it leaves a remainder of 3. Therefore, every year of 200, 600, 1000, 1400, 1800, 2200 and 2600 and so onwards will contain 3 odd days. Now the year 300 is 3 centuries away from 0000. So 3 century implies 5 plus 5 plus 5, that is equal to 15. And when 15 is divided by 7, it leaves a remainder 1, and hence the years 300, 700, 1100, 1500, 1900, 2300 and 2700 and so onwards will contain 1 number of odd days. Also, we will have to consider the last 2 digits of the year. So the last 2 digits will contain additional odd days and they will be calculated by the formula last 2 digits plus number of leap years. Now number of leap years can be calculated by the last two digits. Let's suppose if I need to calculate the odd days in 86 years, so we will contain 86 plus the number of leap years. So what is the number of leap years? When 86 is divided by 4, it gives us 21 point something. Okay, it is 21.5 to be precise, but we will consider 21 only. So that will be 86 plus 21, and these will be the number of odd days. And when it is divided by 7, it will give us a remainder of 2, and hence the years 86 will contain 2 odd days. Okay. Now let us solve a few questions on these so as to fortify our concepts. Alright. And the first question is, what will be the day on 5th of June 2446? Alright. Now 2446 can be written as 2400 plus 46. So this is the century and this is divisible by 400, and hence this will contain 0 number of odd days. Okay, look over here, 2400 will contain 0 number of odd days. For 46, we will calculate 46 plus the number of leap years in the 46 years, that is 46 divided by 4. So this will contain 46 and this will contain 11. So 46 plus 11 is equal to 57, and when 57 is divided by 7, it leaves a remainder of 1, and hence the years 2446 will contain 1 odd day. Now 5th of June, so there are 5 odd days because of the date, and then June. Alright, now June is denoted by men, and men has 3 alphabets, so June will contain 3 number of odd days. So 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9, and when 9 is divided by 7, it leaves us a remainder of 2, which implies that there are 2 odd days in the date 5th of June 2446, and odd days equal to 2 signifies that this date will be a Tuesday. Okay, I hope you have understood this concept. Let's move on. Now for the next question, we have, what was the day on 4th of July 1776? Now this will be 4. July is over here and July is denoted by women, and there will be 5 number of odd days, so we will write a 5 over here. And for 1776 we will write this will be 1700 plus 76. Now 1700 is 1600 plus 100, and this is divisible by 400, so there will be no odd days over here. 100 contains 5 number of odd days, and for 76 we are going to write it as 76 plus 76 by 4. So this is 76 plus 19. When 76 is divided by 7, it gives us a remainder of 6, and when 19 is divided by 7, it gives us a remainder of 5. So now we add 6 plus 5 plus 5 plus 0 plus 5 plus 4, which gives us 25, and when 25 is divided by 7, it leaves a remainder of 4, and 4 signifies that this date was a Thursday, and hence 4th July 1776 was a Thursday. Okay. Now let us check out the next question. For the next question, we have, what was the day on 23rd February 1821? Now 23rd when divided by 7 will leave us a remainder of 2. February. Okay. For February we have to check whether this is a leap year or not. Now 1821 is not a leap year, and hence for February we are going to use the quantity 2. So there are 2 odd days. For 1821 I can write it as 1800 plus 21. This 1800 can be written as 1600 plus 200. This 1600 will contain 0 number of odd days. 200, that is 2 centuries, contain 3 number of odd days. Okay, you can see over here 200 and this is 1800. So this will contains 3 number of odd days. Okay, and for 21 I can write it as 21 plus 21 divided by 4. Now 21 when divided by 7 will give us 0 number of odd days, and 21 by 4 is 5.25. So we will consider 5. So all we need to do is we have to add 5, 3, 2 and 2, which will give us the quantity 12, and when 12 is divided by 7 it leaves a remainder of 5. So there are 5 number of odd days in the date 23rd February 1821, and hence this date was a Friday. Let us move on. Now the question is, what was the day on 23rd February 1824? 23 when divided by 7 will give us 2 number of odd days, February. Now 1824 is a leap year, which simply implies that in leap years February is equal to 1, and hence we are going to get 1 odd day from this month. Alright. Now moving on, 1824 can be done in a similar manner. So this will be 1800 plus 24. There will be 3 number of odd days in 1800, and for 24 I am going to write it as 24 plus 24 divided by 4. So when 24 is divided by 7, it leaves a remainder of 3, and 24 by 4 is equal to 6, and when divided by 7 it leaves a remainder of 6. So we add 3, 6, 3, 1 and 2, thereby getting this sum equal to 15, and when 15 is divided by 7 it leaves a remainder 1, and 1 odd day simply signifies that that date, that is 23rd February 1824, was a Monday. Okay. Now let us move on to the next question. Now we have, what was the day on 19th August 1972? So when 19 is divided by 7, it leaves a remainder of 5. August, here August is I, which is 1. So August contains 1 odd day. 1972 can be written as 1900 plus 72. The century 1900 contains 1 odd day, so this will be 1, and 72 can be written as 72 plus 72 divided by 4. Now when 72 is divided by 7, it leaves a remainder of 2, so these are 2 odd days. 72 divided by 4 is 18, and when 18 is divided by 7, it leaves a remainder of 4. So all we need to do is, we have to add the quantities 5, 1, 1, 2 and 4, thereby giving us the sum equal to 13. And when 13 is divided by 7, it leaves a remainder of 6, and 6 implies that that date, that is 19th August 1972, was a Saturday. Alright. Now let us move on to the next question. Now we have, what was the day on 23rd September 2020? Okay. So 23rd when divided by 7, it leaves a remainder of 2. September is over here, and September is love, so this is 4. 2020 can be written as 2000 plus 20. Now 2000 is divisible by 400, so this will give us 0 odd days. 20 can be written as 20 plus 20 divided by 4. So this is equal to 25, and when 25 is divided by 7, it leaves a remainder of 4. So now we will add the quantities 4, 0, 4 and 2, thereby giving us this sum as 10, and when 10 is divided by 7, it leaves a remainder of 3, and 3 signifies Wednesday. Now let us move on to the last question of this chapter. What was the day on 19th January 2020? Now when 19 is divided by 7, it leaves a remainder of 5. January, For January, we have to check if the year in the question is a leap year or not. And 2020 is a leap year, and hence for January we will use the digit 5. So January will contain 5 number of odd days. 2020 again 2000 plus 20. So 2000 will contain 0 number of odd days. 20 can be written as 20 plus 20 divided by 4, that is the number of leap years, and this comes out to be equal to 25. And when 25 is divided by 7, it gives us 4 number of odd days. So now we will add 4, 0, 5 and 5, thereby giving us 14. And when 14 is divided by 7, it gives us the remainder equal to 0. And 0 signifies that this date was a Sunday. So 19th January 2020 was a Sunday. That is all the concept that you need to learn to be able to find the day on any date of any year. I hope you have understood this concept of calendars. Thank you.